Welcome to the DOB Now Build video tutorial for supersede of an applicant of record. You'll need to request a supersede to replace an existing applicant of record or a withdrawn applicant of record on a job filing. The process is somewhat similar to a withdrawal with just a few extra steps. So as I'm logging in as the applicant of record, I'd like to just remind you that you would only be able to file the request on the initial or subsequent filing, and you would not be able to initiate one if one is already in progress or pending on the filing. So let's begin. Now, once you're eligible to be the applicant, you could search for the job filing. So I just logged into DOB Now and I clicked alterations in order to head to my dashboard. To initiate the supersede request, search by job number and then head to the filing action and select supersede from the drop-down list. The system will then ask me to confirm. I'll click yes and the screen refreshes to display the request information. Now here you could see that the name, the email address auto-populated. I then have to select my license type and business name. You can also review the owner and the current applicant of record information that was there previously. And as you continue to scroll down, you'll have to click on the document or waiver drop-down accordion to complete the questions on if any plans are changing. You'll then click on the comments accordion and then enter the reason or your comments on your supersede request. Now, a few things happen when you click save. Let's take a look. The status bar now appears to the top. Your supersede request number also shows to the top left, as you see here. And then your quick action buttons appear to the right of the screen. So as we move on to documents, earlier I mentioned that these questions within the document waiver section in the general information tab, depending on how they're answered, you will be then required to upload documents in the document tab. So here I'm just showing you that I said yes. So now I have to upload the plans and the GPL signature form as well. So I'm just fast forwarding through this process since I have to repeat it twice. And now let's move on to the statements and signature tab. So the superseding applicant will be required to attest and the owner as well. So here I'm just attesting as the superseding applicant, and then I'll switch over and attest as the owner as well. So now that the owner attested, what I'm going to do is refresh my page so you can see that attestation update when I click back on the statements and signature tab. And then next up, I'm going to pay that $100 filing fee. In this tutorial, I'm just initiating. I'm not going to go over the payment process since that did not change. So once your payment was successful, when you return to the screen, you would see a prompt saying payment has been made. You just click OK in order to proceed. Next, you're going to hit save as a best practice before you submit. Now, once you hit submit, the internal review process depends on the filing type. So if your job filing was standard plan, it would go to CP, ACP review. In this case, it's a prof cert, so it's going to go to QA supervisor review or under prof cert review. So as you see here, the status bar now says QA supervisor review. So now I just want to show you what that looks like from on the dashboard, the different statuses. So on the job filing, you can see here it would say on hold pending supersede of applicant of record. So that's that there. Now I would like to show you what it looks like from on the work permits dashboard for the permit associated to the job filing. So the same status applies, which is on hold pending supersede of applicant of record. So I'm just going to expand the column a little bit so you can see that. So before I continue, I just want to show you lastly the HV dashboard to show you what that associated HV permit status looks like as well, which is same thing, on hold pending supersede of applicant of record. Now I'm going to move this filing along so you could see how the status updates as it goes through the system. So now it's actually under review, and then I'm going to refresh again so you could see what it looks like when it's approved by DOB. So before I move this request into approved, I just want to display this table for a quick bit so you could understand the overall impact on other processes associated to the job filing that the request was made on. Now, on the request itself, other than the status bar, you can check from the request highlights the status of the job filing. Here you could see it reverts to permit entire. That hold comes off. And the request status, again, at the bottom, you could see it says supersede applicant of record approved. Now, let's see what that looks like out on the dashboard. So from on the job filing dashboard, you would see, again, it reverted to permit entire. And you can also check the status of your withdrawal and supersede from selecting it from the quick menu on the left. And you would see it says supersede applicant of record approved here as well. This was the video tutorial for supersede of an applicant of record in DOB Now build.